Hello friends, it's Klauds and I am back with another video. I kinda wanna tell you guys about my top 5 favorites of 2021. Now, the books in this video that I will be mentioning, they do not necessarily have to be published in 2021. These are just the books I read in 2021. They could have been published years before and I just picked it up in 2021 to read, and those are the ones that are counted on this list. Again, not exclusively books that are published in 2021. Just wanted to make that clear. So I'm gonna get this first series out of the way, book series, whatever, because I have mentioned this a lot in the past few videos I've done. So, Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. Please check out my recent videos if you wanna hear my thoughts on that series. The next book in my top 5 is Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chupeco. Again, this is also another book that I've mentioned quite a bit in my channel. And again, what I really like about this is, one, Filipino author, gotta support my fellow kababayan. Is that the right term? Filipino characters. We got a Filipino main character, Filipino family, Filipino culture, you know, with like Filipino moms. Of course, your Filipino titas and titos and their food. I swear my mouth watered when I read lechon and sisig and chicharon bulaklak in one page. And like, when I read that, I was like sitting a chair away from my dad and I looked at him and I was like, Dad, I want chicharon. We can buy chicharon. No, I want chicharon bulaklak. He looks at me and he's like, where the hell are we gonna get chicharon bulaklak then? I also like the spin on Filipino culture, because again, Rin Chupeco's Wicked As You Wish, it's sort of like a mishmash of different cultures, their folklore, and mythology of different cultures, as well as fairy tales. And in a sense, the closest way for me to describe the lore or the concept is Shrek, because of all but except Shrek is mainly just fairy tales, whereas in Wicked As You Wish we get a whole mishmash of fairy tales, mythology, folklore, all that jazz. And Rin Chupeco makes it work so well and seamlessly. Like, they really took time on the world building, as well as including the backstory of how these cultures came to be, or like, there was a lot of research that was probably put into this as well, in terms of like the different cultures and stories, and then into history to kind of make it all work. So yeah, that's like why this made my top 5. The next book on this list is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. Now, this is a memoir written by Chanel Miller, who is known to have been raped by Brock Turner, the Yale swimmer champion jackass. For a really long time, to protect her identity, she was being called by an alias to protect her privacy, and now Chanel Miller comes out with her story, with her point of view of how things went and the injustices that she went through, which is why it's called Know My Name. And also, this is a really important book that everyone has to read or listen to, if you can listen to the audiobook, because I was able to listen to the audiobook and it was read by Chanel Miller herself. So hearing the whole story from her voice, her emotion really shines through, and you can really feel the sorrow, the pain, the hardships that she went through, all because this one dude thought he wanted to have a good time at the expense of someone else's pain. So if you can, please check out Know My Name by Chanel Miller. Also, please check out trigger warnings for this book. The next book or series on this list is Spy Family by Tetsuya Endo. I have also spoken about this series quite a bit on my channel, and I just wanna tell you guys why this manga series, it's not even complete yet, it's just like made such a big impact on me in 2021. If you've been around on my channel long enough, you know I am a sucker for found family, and Spy Family fits the bill. Think The Incredibles, because they all have their own abilities, but here they're a fake family, and the father, Lloyd, he kind of puts the family together because he's hired to fulfill a specific purpose, and in order to do that he needs to create a fake family. So he finds a fake wife and a fake daughter, and the thing is, he doesn't realize that the fake wife is an assassin and the fake daughter has telepathic abilities, so she can actually read minds. But the two adults are not aware of the entire situation. And the little kid, though she can read minds, she doesn't exactly know what to do with the information that she's getting because she is a very young kid. So she's pretty much confused half the story. But the situation that these characters were in prior to this mission makes this whole fake family dynamic feel so much better. Like, it feels so lighthearted, but there are times when it still gets serious and it comes into important topics, but in true manga fashion, it keeps it pretty comedic. And again, from like a shallow point of view, it just comes off as that, as a comedic story. But as you keep reading, more and more you kind of see that there are important things being brought to light. And also, again, the family dynamics, the friendships that are being made in the story. I just think that it's really good. And also, this is going to be adapted into an anime soon. So if you really want to support, if you can, go purchase the manga, or, you know, just share about, if you read it, share about it online. And yeah, I really do not want to have another anime favorite canceled, you guys, okay? So yeah, Spy Family surprisingly made it into my favorites of 2021. And lastly, if you watched my wrap-ups of 2021 consistently, you would most definitely know that I did the Brandon Sanderson read-along. I didn't complete it. I didn't finish December because I didn't want to read Rhythm of War yet. But basically, my top pick is the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. Now, I loved most of the Brandon Sanderson books that I picked up last year. But it was really hard to choose between Mistborn and Stormlight Archive because I loved both very much equally. And I love strong female characters. So Mistborn was definitely like in the league at first. But what made Stormlight Archive beat Mistborn in my book was just the entire cast of characters. In Stormlight Archive, I really like the characters a lot more in Stormlight Archive, okay? I don't know why. We have Shalon, who I absolutely loved. At first, I think in the first book, I didn't really like her. And then in the second, I fell in love with her. Now next, we have Adolin. My blonde himbo Adolin. Enough said. Then we have my atheist queen, Yasna. She can cut your throat with her words, and she can step on me. And last but not least, we have my baby boy, my fantasy husband, Kaladin. Oh, sweetie. Kaladin deserves the world and more, okay? I just want to reach into the book and give him a hug for all the shit that he went through, okay? That's all I really want to do. And these characters are like the reason why Stormlight Archive is my #1 pick for 2021. I know it's a series, not just a book, but can you really pick? Can you really pick? Okay, I probably can, but I would want to reread the books before I pick which of the Stormlight Archive books are my favorite. It's my, like, before I figure out a ranking for it. But yeah, I love the series as a whole so far. I really wanna read Rhythm of War soon when the mass paperback comes out, because the available paperback is very expensive. So yeah, these are my top 5 faves of 2021. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, or even if you didn't, please leave a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe, and click on the bell icon if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!